I mentioned Union. It's not been a great week. They lost very late on against Braga. They traveled to Dortmund on the back of six before? Six, yeah. They traveled to Dortmund on the back of 6 defeats in a row, and they ran into a Dortmund team that played really well, especially in the second half, and won 4-2, and that's now 7 defeats in a row for Union. But let's start with Dortmund. Were they worthy of their 4-2 win, and what did they do well for you?
I think it was pretty much an Edin Terzic win because you said that in the first half they had real difficulties. They were 1-2 down. After a lot of controversy about after a lot of controversy concerning VAR, a lot of VAR reviews with 2 offside goals that finally were offside, but they had technical problems in the famous or infamous Cologne basement. There was this penalty awarded to Union that Bonucci converted also after VAR and so on. But in the first half, Union played well, and Dortmund had a lot of difficulties. And then Edin Terzic reshuffled his team at halftime. Put them in a different order, brought in Julian Brandt, for example, and then managed to turn it around into 4-2. And I think we can see it's difficult to run this Dortmund team, but Edin Terzic more and more looks like the man who is able to find solutions, and now they have 4 wins in a row in the Bundesliga, and they are not flying, they are not winning in style, they are not fully convincing always, but as I said, they find solutions.
Yeah, and they were especially good from set pieces, very dangerous. Julian Brandt was especially important for this team. We talked about the sort of the comeback or the renaissance of Julian Brandt, but would you say that of Marco Reus? I said it again. We talked about the renaissance of Marco Reus, who'd scored 3 goals in as many games in the league recently, but was this once again the Julian Brandt show, and is he perhaps Dortmund's best player at the moment? Or most important player?
I think there are several very important players, and Mats Hummels, who is returning to the German national team, when the German national team today is traveling to the US to play the US men's national team, and also to play against Mexico in the US. Oder spielen die in USA?
Yeah.
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 In the US, and so he is very important, and I would say also Julian Riasson is pretty important, the Norwegian who scored the 4th goal for Borussia. He is giving this team a quality that is very much needed. I mean, he is a workhorse of the team. He is the one who is always showing the right attitude, and I think kind of inspiring some of his teammates who are sometimes a bit more, easy on things, and Gregor Kobel to mention, and so on. So there are some pillars of this still not fully balanced Borussia team.
Yeah, and afterwards, Hans-Joachim Watzke talked about the fact that Edin Terzic was never in doubt. at least internally. That's what he said. Remember, there was quite a big debate about Edin Terzic's future when they went into the last international break in September, but Hans-Joachim Watzke, the Dortmund CEO, saying, no, we never wavered. We always believed in him. And of course, he's had a very good run in the Champions League, not going quite as well just yet. But in the league, they have been solid, at least in terms of results, even if the football has been a little bit patchy at times. They are in a decent position. Just behind leaders Bayer Leverkusen,